So unfortunately, I did not record a video on Friday like I intended to. It was a busy day. I was up till very late, and I was with somebody, and then I never wished anybody a good Shabbos, and I think I suffered for it a little bit on the Sabbath because I felt unloved, uncared about, and in a way I thought of this channel, and I thought, even if I don't see that anyone's listening, there's a version of my creator that wants me to do this, and I didn't do it. And so I would like to apologize, and hopefully this will be like a tshuva where I could say, you know, the fact that I didn't do the video on Friday, just it didn't mean that I don't value this. But rather the fact was that I didn't prioritize it. So I'm gonna do the video now, and I want to say, in hindsight, I wish everybody a Shabbos, a glory Shabbos, releasing emotional weight, feeling loved, feeling cared about, feeling peaceful, healing the speech, healing the tongue, healing the neck and the back and the legs, healing from the inner child, the wounded part, the underground part, healing the defeat and the rage, and choosing to be honest and open, and making a choice to be in love and in holy relationship and intimacy, and being messianic and believing again and believing in hope, and choosing our allegiance and choosing to be on a true path, even if it's not the most popular path. And so I want to share from a few topics. First of all, I was learning a few things. So there's these, I want to share some quotes. Rabbi Nehunia ben Nakana said, Job 37:21 says, iyov is Job 37:21 says, and now they don't see light. It's brilliant in the skies. While Psalm, which is tehillim 18:12, says he made darkness his hiding place. And also Psalm 97:2 says cloud and gloom surround him. The apparent contradiction here, where and now they don't see light, it's brilliant in the skies, while he made darkness his hiding place, cloud and gloom surround him. So which one is which? Is God in the light or in the dark? And so they're reconciled by Psalm 139:12, that even darkness is not dark to you. Night shines like day. Light and darkness are the same. And that's from Sefer, habahir. Okay. Thinking about what's in the dark and what's in the light, I'm going to share a few different things from my own journey. My mother, as a stranger, I let her be her own individual rather than in my story as a part of my life, where her choices are relevant and meaningful in regards to me and my position and future and value, and I take them personally as accurate information that's valid and reliable. When I make her the stranger, not everything she does is about me, my position, my future values. It's not personal. Her choices are not necessarily relevant and meaningful to me, and they're not necessarily accurate information that is valid and reliable about me. So that makes sense, because it's easier to let go of the expectation of strangers, to let them just be who they are without trying to change or affect or influence them or feel a need to make them help, care, support, or love me. Instead, there's a sense of actually preferring to have boundaries, since there's not enough known to feel safe and protected with a stranger. Could seem like a kind person, but you don't want to bring necessarily everyone into your home, or a stealer, a liar, a thief, a killer, a rapist, God forbid. Even though I must integrate that there has been such a grief, a pain involved by having a stranger for a mother all my life, the acceptance and surrender of any other possibility or alternative that I'd been clinging to, even attached to in my hopes of a fair and just, balanced world where ultimately there's a happy ending, where it's all worth it and it all makes sense, and even that itself is a type of closure, the surrender. And resolvement that makes it all add up and can be enough for right now. Although I imagine one day I'll want to have an explanation of why I got a stranger for a mother. And the next topic is never again. So some things get lost in the light, but only because they're never going to emerge from the darkness of the new again. So never again will my friend Devor, who passed away, want to give me a facial or even beg to trade a massage for a facial. Never again will I be carried while asleep from the car by a parent as a child after a trip into the house to my bed. Never again will I be able to meet Mayor Buxbaum, who passed away. Never again will I be able to grow up in a loving home where I feel protected and provided for. Never again will I be able to be a virgin. Never again will I be non-tattooed. Even if I remove my tattoos, I would have been tattooed. Never again will I trust David Shweki or Yaakov Rachman Mizrahi or Pinchas Movsikab. Never again will I have been unviolated by a Park Slope man named Max. Never again will my mother or father make me feel safe and chosen as a baby, as a child, as a teen. Never again will I not have HPV unless it goes away. But I don't want to cling to that. Never again will I be uninjured or having never been injured. Never again will I have never been physically abused by Michael. Never again will I have not been violated in the tent in Tveria and at the tent at Footsteps camping trip by Shalom Solomon. Never again will I have accepted Naftali Charter's necklace or agreed to have sex with him in the basement apartment he shared with Naftali Kaplan. I did not have sex with him. I'm saying never again will I have been in that situation. Never again will I have been to the Rasta, the Buddhist, the Vedic, the yoga communities and spaces. Never again will I have I will never be able to undo, basically, in other words. Never again will I have never choose to serve the darkness, because at one point I did. Never again will I have never used drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, etc., because I did. Never again will I have savings from when working at B&H, because I didn't save that money. Never again will I have gotten trick from Sprouty or someone else from that time, because I got that disease from him. Of course, the medicine helped get rid of it. Never again will I not have an anal problem from Adam, even if the symptoms all have, Baruch Hashem, changed, but the original time I got it didn't go away. Never again will I have never slept with a married man, because I had done it. Never again will I have never been in a 12 steps recovery, because I have been. Never again will I have been cheated on a partner. Will I have never cheated on a partner, because I did. Never again will I be sure I'm alive and not dead, because now there's been a time where I wasn't sure. Never again will I have never been suicidal. Never again will I have never abused a dog. Never again will I have always paid rent. Never again will I have never been almost evicted to the point of having to go to court. I had to go through with that. Never again will I have never been bribed by a landlord to leave. Never again will I have I physically abused a man with a weapon. Never again will I have not had student loans, because I have. Never again will I have been pregnant and married by the age of 33, which I was then, because I wasn't married and pregnant. Never again will I have a house, a driving license, a car, a career by age 33, because I didn't get any of those things. Never again will I have not been somewhere between 225 and 250 pounds, because I've been there. I'm now 200. I just got weighed. Never again will I have never had sex with a non-Jew. Never again will I have not chosen to stop having sex, eat not kosher, not keep Shabbos to the best of my ability, dressing tznius, giving meiser, tithing, doing the chitas, which is chumash, tehillim, and Tanya, daily Torah learning, keeping festivals, not having male friends, focusing on Jewish topics without knowing for sure if it was all worth it, or a big scam that I fell for. And I'm going to stop here for the video for Friday. And Shavua Tov, may we have a week of blessing, tenderness, sweetness, and bathing in Hashem's glory and in strength, and seeing signs that there's more than just the physical world, and body and soul, light meets vessel, and not being triggered by names and labels, and that deep inner healing of showing up and being known, and sexual holiness and truth, and all right, all the best to you. Bye.